mean.
Hey there, good man fam, and welcome new viewers to another episode of the Female Guessing Game. Now, the way this game works is that I'll review a video that has a single female in it or multiple females in it. But here's the catch. When it's a single female, I'll be asking you if she's a traditional woman, or modern female. However, when it's multiple females in the video, you won't know about which female I'm asking you until the end of the video. So, you have to stay to the end of the video to see about which female I'm asking you is a traditional woman, or modern female. Ready? Let's get it.
I was going to say, I mean, the point that the men are trying to get to, I think, is that women want like a more alpha dominant.
This would be one of the traits, yeah. This could be a popular trait. I think the way she's saying that though is that like not being able to manipulate someone would be one of those alpha traits. But another way you could say it would be to have boundaries.
As long as there's still this element of you saying that I have boundaries and I cannot be manipulated, you should still be able to learn from your partner or learn from other people.
Yeah.
And when men hear the word alpha, they think that they heard something, it made sense to them, they stick with it, no one can tell them anything otherwise. They're not open to learning from it. They're not open to another perspective or way of seeing things that might challenge that or change that narrative.
False. That's not what men think. From where does she get that for her to think that that's how men think? You think that when men in general, males in general, hear the word quote unquote alpha, that equals I'm not taking nobody else's advice. I'm going to do what I want to do. I don't care what nobody else thinks. If that's the case, then why do people have boards? Why do people have committees to whom they go for advice? Why do people have consultants? Talking about rich people, quote unquote alphas. Nah, some rich people aren't, but generally, yeah. Take something else, A-type personality to get to certain levels. Why is it that they have people with whom they consult? Based on what you just said, they don't think they need those people. So why would they have them there? Oh, right, because you don't know what the freak about which it is you're speaking right now.
I don't need no man.
And the thing that everybody's stuck on these days is everybody wants to be called the alphas.
High value.
And they all want to be high value. They all think that they are it, and they think that by repeating this rhetoric that everyone else in clips are.
Wait a minute. Do you hear what she just did? This is what I mean. She said they all think that they're this, and then she said they want to be. No. They can't think that they're that if they want to be it, because you wanting to be it means you think you're not. See, this is what I'm talking about when I talk about language shifting. This is what they do. They start shifting the language because they're trying to find a place to which they can set their tanks, set their weapons in order to be able to shoot and win the battle. This is the bullcrap that they do. Which one is it? Is it that they think they're quote unquote alpha, or is it that they want to be? Because them thinking that they are, but they're not is one thing. But them wanting to be, there is no problem with that, because that means that they're aspiring. And isn't that what you all said you want from males? Is to have a male who has ambition? Which one is it?
Saying that they're all of a sudden becoming those men. But internally, they don't learn. They're stubborn. They think of things one-sided. There's no gray area to anything. They lack the softness to be able to be empathetic to other people.
See,
Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Did she just say men lack empathy? All men freaking have is empathy. Females are the ones who lack empathy. They don't give a crap about what men think or feel. This is why, think about the one guy from the F&F podcast, Myron, when they got demonetized on YouTube, Myron was hurt because he was thinking about, man, I got a bunch of people who are dependent on me, who not just work for me, but these guys who we're saving from ending their own lives and all these different things. And he thought about, man, I might not be able to help these people anymore. And it made him a little emotional. And then what did they do? They started attacking him for it. The one time that he showed some type of emotion, the one time, it's because males have empathy. That's what males have, because males are taught to care about other people. Females are taught to only care about themselves. Yet you're going to sit up here acting like males don't have empathy? Get the entire freak out of here.
I don't need no man. Here's why I think it's like it's more emphasized right now, because too many guys have been like that for too long.
Exactly.
Like everybody has decided that they're going to align themselves with their feminine. They're going to be in their quote unquote feminine energy, whatever that means.
Yeah, that bull
they
crap.
want to seem like they're more feminine identifying, and have been doing that really for the last really since the baby boomer generation, to get in touch with. We've been told this for so long: man down, and suddenly now everyone wants us to man up all of a sudden, right? Well, for 4 generations, we've told guys to man down, get in touch with your emotions, express yourself more, get in touch with your female side, do some.
So what, they took it too far?
Well, I think one of the reasons that we're sort of like seeing this as sort of detrimental to, well, society in general, but like guys in general. You'll hear guys will be like these. I do this on my own podcast. I compare different videos to other videos. And those videos, I set them off to kind of compare and contrast, like the message from one to another message from another one, and they tend to be like conflicting messages. So you've got one woman saying, "I want a guy who's like masculine and can kick ass and take names." And then they want a guy who can like slit throats and change the diaper on the baby in the same day, right?
Tupac in a suit. I have an actual name for what I call myself, because I actually became that very man. I studied females for 9 years in order to become the right mix of the two. Because I was like, well, if I'm going to marry a female, I need to learn how they work. And once I realized how females work, I realized I mastered females when I realized that you can't master females. And what I mean by that is females' minds move so many places so much to where the way that you have to do with females is you have to, in essence, follow them through their mind's minefield and whisper in their ear where to go. Yeah, you look like she should probably turn left here. Or you look like she should probably go right there, when she's in her crazy mode. And then when she gets out of that minefield, she'll be like, oh my goodness, you were there with me. Oh, I just so love you for that. When you were really coaching her through her insanity, because they can't coach themselves through it. They want you to be a guy who, like he says, can slit throats during the day and then change the baby's diaper. That's the guy they want. The problem is, how many females in the West are worth that 0.5% of dude?
So you've got this,
much like the guy that wants the virgin that's also a porn star in the bedroom.
Exactly. So and then
hold the freak up. What are you talking about exactly, Rolo? Don't be supporting that mess that she said. Males don't want a female who's a virgin but also a porn star. What did I tell you all? This is what they do. They cannot lose the argument to a male. He hit them with an argument that she knows is true. Females want Tupac in the suit. He hit them with that. And then what did she say? Well, y'all want a virgin that's a porn star? No, they don't. Males want a non-promiscuous female. So if she got 1 body, 2 bodies, 3 bodies, males aren't tripping over that. They want a non-promiscuous female, preferably a virgin, who they can turn into their porn star. Do you understand the difference? Males don't want a virgin who is a porn star. They want a virgin who they can turn into their specific porn star for them. Get it right, mama.
I don't need no man. Honestly, I think that's kind of ridiculous as it is. But the thing is that we've been telling guys to be feminine and to sort of identify with the feminine for so long. And everyone, we're now in the 4th generation since this. And so now it's a shock to the system when we say, hey, if that's what you want, then we want to take that to the nth degree. We want to be
but why?
As much as possible.
Why can't you guys go from, I make fire, why can't you go from...
See what she just did? This is so why males are done. Because look what she just did. She just took males back to being these primitive cavemen, these Neanderthals. Why can't y'all go from, I make fire? They did the same bull crap on that commercial for that new show, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, where what's his name? Glover. the one that did the This Is America video. I can't remember his name right now. I almost called him Danny Glover. But he was telling her, he was like, hey, I just built this shelter for you in the whole night. And the female was like, oh, I build shelter. I make water. I make fire. She started making fun of him like he was a Neanderthal because he literally built shelter for her. This is what I'm talking about when it's this extreme thing. Men are talking about, oh, I built fire. That's not what men are doing. What men are doing is men are realizing how full of crap specific types of females are in the West, and that it's become the majority of the females. So now men are like, yeah, we're not dealing with this bull crap anymore. And how do we not deal with it? We go ahead and we level up in all the aspects. That's physical, money, mental, the whole nine. That's what men are doing. But females want to call it, oh, you're turning into a Neanderthal. Get the freak out of here with that bull crap.
So I make fire and have. Okay,
and then
do you
come
want to
here,
learn to make
baby.
fire?
Come in my arms.
Do you want to learn how to make fire? I teach you how to make fire. Instead of being or
I'll tell you. Okay, well,
they're going to be free.
first of all, that's a binary extreme right there. Second of all, is that guys have been
Thank
told
you,
that for
Rolo.
so long right now that they played that card and they've used that card and it hasn't bought them anything. So
Exactly.
not playing the nice guy card, playing the I respect women card, that doesn't pay the bills when it comes to intersexual dynamics at this point. And I know it's nice to have, especially at different phases in women's maturity. So from the time you were like, say, 18 to about 28 years old, you're wanting a guy that's much different than the guy that you're like going, you know what, I really want a nice guy and really want someone who's dependable and is not like those that I used to date back when I was 18, 19, 25, whatever it was. And now I'm interested in a guy who has something else to him. And that guy has to also not only be respectful, but he also has to have some sort of like nice guy side to him.
But that's
kind of like alpha with a side of beta.
Right. That's what they want. They want that mix. They want the guy that's gonna take care of them and choke somebody out and defend them in the whole nine. But at the same time, they want him to put on onesies with them and sit and watch rom-coms while they eat Haagen-Dazs ice cream and they're both in tears. And I love you. And they want that. That's what they want because it's all about them. And again, I'm talking about a specific sect of females in the West now who are now the vast majority. I think it's 72%, to be honest.
I don't need no man.
Beta with a side of alpha.
This is what kills me about the nice guy rhetoric. You guys, be a nice guy because you're a nice guy. Don't keep saying, but I'm a nice guy.
Guys,
why aren't I not getting laid? Why am I not getting this girl? Why am I not getting this?
So you're worried about the complaining part of it. The guy saying, I was nice all this time and I'm not getting laid for it. It sounds like that guy thinks that he deserves to get laid, right? The problem with that is that nice guys will start being nice when nice gets them laid. Nice does not get them laid.
That means that they're not nice guys.
Right. When I'm talking about right, I'm talking about what Rolo said, not her. That the guys will start being nice when it gets them laid. She said that means they're not nice guys. No. They are nice guys, right? But in being a nice guy, you think that that's going to get you something. You're not necessarily being that because you're going to get something. A lot of times people are taught when they're younger to be a particular way, and so they try to be nice. But also, and we can't remove this piece too, males have been the ones who make adjustments to females. But when they make those adjustments, then they don't get anything. Then they're like, wait a minute. I made this adjustment because I thought that's what you wanted. No, you should have made the adjustment because that's what you wanted to do. It's like, but I'm making the adjustments to get a result. So what are you talking about? They don't seem to get that because they don't have to make any adjustments to get the results that they think that they want, but they have to make the ones to get the ones that they actually want biologically, which is commitment and somebody protecting and providing for them.
Yeah.
No, hold on. Jesse,
Right.
do you understand that every single proclivity that men have only exists because women rewarded those proclivities? Do you understand? There's
Facts.
100%.
and I'm not talking about in the last 10 years. I'm talking about in the last 200,000 years.
100%.
Men-
This is the chicken or the egg
Yes.
debate.
There's no, for any time, ladies,
No, it's not. It's not the chicken or the egg debate because we know which one came first with this one. We know it was you all wanting what you want. Why? Because the individual who starts the transaction between males and females is who? It's females. Because males want something from you first. You want the thing from the males second. So if you want something from the males first, the males have to adjust to you first. That's the intimacy thing. Males see you, they want intimacy first. You don't see a male and say, I want to marry him. You see a male and you say, that guy's cute or that guy's whatever. Let me find out about him. He sees you. He says, man, she looks fine. He physically wants to do something with you, but he also wants to find out if he can take it to step 2. Remember, not step 1, step 2, which is the relationship. So if step 1 you control, then that means you all were the first in this regard.
I don't need no man.
I'm not talking about in the last 10 years. I'm talking about in the last 200,000 years.
100%. This is the chicken or the egg debate.
There's no, for any time ladies complain, oh, these men are all narcissists, then stop letting narcissists put their penis inside of you and stop having narcissist babies.
We don't know that they're narcissists at all until you're too deep in. I said this the last.
Stop it. Stop it. You said this the last time. Let's see what she's going to say. Because this is about to be some bull crap.
Podcast,
yes.
And you guys put those clips everywhere, and the comments were disgusting. The comments were, oh, here's another hoe that dated a narcissist, and she's not responsible for anything that went wrong. When you date a narcissist, the problem with them being a narcissist is you don't know that they're narcissists.
Okay, so
they're just
Jesse,
really wonderful people.
Jesse, let me just point out something. I have some friends who've done the same thing where they've dated a narcissist, and when other male figures or other figures that are outside the relationship are included, they can clearly see the guy's a narcissist. It's just the woman who's having sex with him can't. I just really think, ladies, I would just consider this. If you had a brother or a cousin or somebody, a third party member come in and be like, yeah, he did this and this and this, and listen to their advice. But generally what happens, I had was Amanda Nicole on here talking about don't get. And like that's the kind of situation where it's like you tell them and they don't listen anyway. I have a feeling, maybe not in your situation specifically, but a lot of you ladies, if you had a third party come in and say, hey, what do you really think about my boyfriend? You had some situations with him like he's rude to everyone I know. I can't believe you're with. Like you might want to listen to their opinion because they're not the ones sleeping with him, so their opinion might be less biased.
Right. Simple. It's the same thing when men talk about females should get advice from their fathers or their brothers or their uncles, because those aren't individuals who are trying to sleep with you. So because they're not trying to sleep with you, they're going to do what? They're going to tell you the truth about the guy, about your situation, the whole nine. And they're coming from a perspective of individuals who know because they're actually male, and males don't jump back and forth between their decision making how females do. Females will tell you one thing and want the complete opposite. Males don't do that. Males don't say, I want this type of female for my wife, and then say, turns out, no, I want this other female. No, males will play with these other females, but when males say they want this specific type of female as their wife, that's what they want. Females will say they want this type of guy as their husband, but that's not the guy they actually want. They'll treat him like crap.
You're talking about on people that know them.
No, just go out with them. Go out like as a couple. Can you have friends? Or as a couple, does he not allow you to have friends? You don't
have friends when you're with a narcissist. He doesn't even let you talk to your family.
Okay, you just gave me a clear symptom of narcissism. So you can't tell me you can't tell.
Michael, that symptom came way later.
Okay.
That symptom came like.
Here we go. I already know where she's gonna go with this bull crap. It's always the I didn't see it. He hid it until later. He hid it until later. You didn't see none of this till 12 months, 2 years, 5 years down the line. He just was able to mask himself being a narcissist, which again is a clinical diagnosis. He somehow was able to mask that. He masked that from you, and then he brought you in with his non-narcissism and then unveiled his narcissism later. Come on, man. Come on. This is some bull crap. I see where she's about to go with this bull crap, because this is what they all do.
I don't need no man. A year in, not the first 6 months of love bombing and perfection where you thought this was the person you were going to die with. You were going to get buried in this freaking spot and you were going to be with this person for the rest of your life. The love bombing and the perfection, everybody at work, you know him. They know him to be wonderful. You just started dating him. You date him for 7-8 months, and he's wonderful. And so you're like, yeah, that everyone says he's wonderful. And that is the mask that he wears. You're a year deep.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden the mask comes off and those symptoms start to come out.
Okay.
Okay?
What symptoms? What symptoms? You telling me he showed you no symptom of narcissism for an entire year? Get the freak out of here.
That's not something that was shown to you and you just ignored all your friends telling you, hey, this
Yes,
is
it
really weird.
was.
Hey, this is really weird. You're not
You did.
ignoring them. You're
Yeah, you
just
did.
not having them happen to you in a timely fashion.
So why?
Do you see this chick right here clapping? You see her in the middle? That girl clapping. Of course they're going to clap because they're going to clap from anything or clap for anything that removes responsibility from them. They don't give a crap what it is as long as they can say, wasn't my fault. What's that song? Oh, it ain't my fault. Did I do that? That song from back in the day. As long as they can say that, it ain't my fault, they'll clap for it. So she's saying all this stuff. Does anybody believe this female on the left is a person who was just like, oh, I'm going to get with this guy and I think I'm going to be with him forever? Anybody? Y'all tell me in the comment section if you believe that.
This is really weird. You're not ignoring them. You're just not having them happen to you in a timely fashion.
So while
it only comes, like, I just want to add something, and it only comes out to her.
Right, not to everybody else.
Oh, my.
Sure, no, I've seen that, yeah.
But that's a really big thing.
I want to make out with you right now.
Because
Can
I think all men are narcissists, so yeah.
So the thing is, from a man's standpoint, a lot of times from our viewpoint, just understand this is how we see it. We're watching us be super nice to girls and then not getting any attraction from it. And then we pay attention to the men who are getting the girls we like and see a very stark difference. And then we keep hearing women tell us that they want to date nice guys.
It only comes out to her. See, what Michael Sartain just said is facts. Because females will tell you one thing, but they'll do another. Their actions don't match their words. But how this female here said, where is she? Let's go back. Her, right there on the left. First of all, she said all men are narcissists. So you already know what type of female that she probably is. But it's just absolutely amazing to me how she sat up here and tried to say that, oh, he only shows that to that specific female. Isn't that convenient? It's convenient that the only person who is seeing his horrific actions, his horrific mindset, who he really is that one female who can use that against him in the future. Nobody else in the entire world sees it. Just her. And for Michael Sartain to say, yeah, I've seen that before. Yeah, we're not talking about exceptions. We're not talking about the 0.0001% of males who do that. No, we're talking about generally. Narcissism only being shown to that female. So I guess he's that great at controlling it or something. What the freak? It's all bull crap. It's bull crap. This is just another way for individual females to not have to take any accountability for their actual actions. That's what I believe. Y'all can tell me if y'all think something different. Now, remember, this is the female guessing game. So out of all of these females you've seen, about which one do you think I'm about to ask you all? Drum roll, please. So, tell me, this female that you see on the screen, is she a traditional woman, modern woman, or modern female? Put it in the comment section and tell me why you think so. And then grab yourself some merch on the way out in order to support the channel. And of course, don't forget to click like and subscribe. Thanks, good man fam.